Hi, everyone. I'm Ria Chakraborty. I'm the Senior Policy Director for Hindus for Human Rights, and I have the pleasure of presenting the next two awards. So at Hindus for Human Rights, we often have organizations that we go to for a gut check in our advocacy. More often than I, More often than not, I find myself writing a line to someone at the Sikh Coalition. Over the years, we have built an incredible partnership to combat hate within and outside of our communities and forge Hindu Sikh solidarity at a time when our communities are being torn apart by hate, primarily from Hindutva forces. The Sikh Coalition was founded after 9/11 and in response to the onslaught of anti Sikh violence to advocate for religious freedom, legal protections, and anti discrimination policies for Sikh Americans. We have the honor of working with the Sikh Coalition to advocate for Hindu Sikh harmony, especially amid a rise in temple vandalisms and increased transnational repression by the Indian government against the Sikh community over the past year. As we know, we keep each other safe. I'm glad to present the Swami Agnivesh Memorial Award to the Sikh Coalition today. Representing the organization is the executive director and someone I am honored to call a friend, Harman Singh. Harman and everyone at Sikh Coalition, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Ria. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. It's an honor to accept this award on behalf of the Sikh Coalition. And this gala comes at a time when Sikhs are honoring and remembering the Shahidi or martyrdom of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, who was the ninth Guru of the Sikhs. And at the time of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, obviously there was widespread religious oppression under the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. And so a group of Hindu Pandits from Kashmir approached the Guru for help. And learning of their plight, the Guru stood up to Mughal authorities and made the supreme sacrifice. He willingly offered his life to spare the Hindu Pandits, even though he was a leader, obviously, of a different faith community. And so he resisted conversion and was subsequently beheaded in 1675 in Delhi, where Gurdwara Sisganj Sahib now stands. And so for Sikhs, we recall the Guru's sacrifice as a lesson to uphold the freedom and dignity of all people to practice their respective faiths without fear of persecution. And so Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji literally gave his head for the rights of all, not just for Sikhs. And it's with that inspiration we reject any and all attempts that have been made to suggest there's a divide between our faith communities, and just incredibly grateful for our friends at Hindus for Human Rights for consistently standing with the Sikh community in really tough moments and being there with us in the good times as well. And so, I appreciate how this is being called a Hope Gala, and it feels like they're in dark times right now. Oftentimes we're up against some very difficult challenges. But again, I'm inspired by Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, and if you'll indulge me, I'll just read a bit of his Gurbani that is really helpful for me to remind myself to look within for hope and within for strength. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji says, "Why do you go looking for him in a forest? Although he is unattached, he dwells everywhere. He is always with you as your companion. Like the fragrance which remains in the flower, and like the reflection in the mirror, Vaheguru dwells deep within. Search for him within your own heart." And so I appreciate you all so much for taking the time to honor the Sikh Coalition this evening, and incredibly grateful for all who are here and continue to fight the good fight in very difficult moments. Thank you all.